your thoughts on Luis Ortiz turning down 2 offers? Eddie Hearn told us what they were, $6 and $7 million. Why do you think Luis Ortiz turned that down at 5-6 weeks notice?
I take everything with a pinch of salt. I'm not here to make a name off of anyone. Like, Wilder's called me out for how long, and he ain't fought me. Like, but he's made a name off of my back. Dylan was calling me out. I want a world title shot. I'm not here to like disrespect Ortiz or anything like that, or make him out like I'm gonna just offer Ortiz a fight he takes and I'm gonna smash him. I wanted to offer him a fight because it was a good challenge and someone who could test me. But however, they turned down a lucrative offer. I don't know if they were trying to hold us to ransom. They wanted more out of the deal, but they turned down the offer for reasons that I don't know. Look, these people have got smart people around them, and whatever decisions that they choose to make is far beyond my knowledge. But in my opinion, when I had the opportunity to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world, they come to my territory, fought on my broadcaster, and I had to do all the PR work and stuff. I took the short end of the stick because I knew what it meant to get my hand on that title. So when I was called out by the heavyweight champion of the world, I said, Rob, look, I want to take this with both hands. He said, Josh, it's your 16th. It's going into your 16th fight. Once you fight for the title, there's no chance of coming back. I said, yeah, but I want this opportunity because I want to.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I was just letting you guys hear the explanation by Anthony Joshua and his thoughts about Luis Ortiz. You know, of course, we know Luis Ortiz turned down a lucrative deal. You know, and when they asked Anthony Joshua, he kind of chopped it up in a general statement, but he said, well, hey, whatever reasons that they had to take the fight or the reasons they had for not taking the fight, they chose that. And you can't do anything about that at the end of the day. You know, he used himself for example, like, well, hey, when I fought for the world championship, when he fought Charles Martin, he took the short end of the money because he knew what the title meant. And that's what I want to talk to you guys briefly, is that, you know, besides the money, the legacy of having the belts means power. The belts means recognition. The belts are actually bargaining tools for more money. So when people talk about fighting AJ, they get blinded by, I guess, the shine of the golden goose, because they don't see past the money. So when you hear, well, man, you got an AJ fight, their mouth gets watery, their right hand palm starts itching, you know, they get to a point in mentally that they're like, ask for $20 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask for a stupid amount of money. And then they have to realize that they are fighting the unified champion of the world. There is a reason why he is the unified champion. People understand that. I hope people know what that means. That means he kicked some ass to get those belts. He had to beat somebody's ass to get that belt. It wasn't given to him by a lesser of opponent. You know what I mean? It wasn't like Deontay Wilder fighting Stavern for like a vacant title. And the vacant title he did fight for, he fought the king, the ex-king, which was Vladimir. You know, so no, Joshua has a damn a trail or a history or a story like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. The dude has been through a whole gang of shit to be where he is right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, he did a lot of things. You know, he was dropped, damn near knocked out in the Vladimir Klitschko, like Jon Snow got his ass stabbed to death, you know, at Castle Black, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, then he had to go and fight and get his castle back in Winterfell. Well, Joshua had to go and fight Joseph Parker to get the other WBO. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I mean, then he had to knock out Prevected, you know. So the guy has history, and the guy has done a lot in his career compared to other people, you know. And back to Luis Ortiz, his handlers, you know, thought that, hey, they had an edge. They had leverage, though, so they thought, and they abused that leverage. And as the leverage they thought they had, they really didn't have, because what they did was, instead of just turning the fight down, they went to social media. They did that Deontay Wilder shit with when he did with the 12.5 when that offer was offered to him. He went to the media like an idiot. Look, whenever you do that, if you learn anything from any type of impulsive response, okay, you should know never to go on social media when you have a deal on the table if you're really serious about making a fight. If you're serious about making a fight, the last thing you want to do is go to social media. If you don't really want that fight, you're going to show people, because you're going to do shit like put all that information on social media. That means you're really not serious about it. That means you've moved away from the negotiation table and went public with something that's supposed to stay the negotiation table. So, but Joshua took it like a grain of salt. But what he did say is, it's not like these deals will never return again. It's not like that. So rest assured that if a deal can be made with Luis Ortiz or even Jarrell Miller or someone else that he was in negotiation with, doesn't mean they can't return back to the negotiation table. That's a true businessman, not someone that works off emotion like Deontay Wilder and talks past tense like we can never go back to the negotiation table. Like that boat has sailed already. That ship has sailed, to the point where, well, my pen's lost and it ain't got no ink in it. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between someone that wants to fight and someone that doesn't want to fight. Now I think Luis Ortiz really wanted to fight. I don't believe he was on pads, to be honestly. I hear that from a lot of people in the comments, but I don't believe that because he's on VADA. But it still leaves it open simply because why the hell did you turn down that amount of money? So it is an argument. So, you can't say that he wasn't on anything because he never signed the contract to show that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, hey, I believe you broke in my house and stole my television. Well, do you have an alibi? You know what I'm saying? Because especially if you've done that before. You've broken someone's house before. You're reputed at this point. So, but yeah, that was his take on it. I think that hopefully a Luis Ortiz fight will be made. Hopefully, maybe not. There's a lot of reasons why it probably won't. But rest assured that deals or offers are still on the table for these fighters, even though they didn't reach an agreement before. But anyway, this is me wrapping it up about that segment of that video. You guys tell me what you think. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. You guys been Counterpunched. Peace.